Will, I recently granted myself access to your junior high's computer system, and I was able to find a novel you wrote in the 8th grade for extra credit in your English class. Would you do me a kindness and read the first chapter of that novel in your best, most genuine Stone Cold Steve Austin? I can't think of anything else I'd rather hear on a Tuesday morning. Come on, be genuine with me. This is Stone Cold Steve Austin reads Will Sasso's childhood novel. Begin.
Okay.
Dude, I thought you had it, dude.
You thought I was done?
I thought you were going to do a functional cough and leave it at that.
No. It's not performative. I really need some water, and I'm going to have some before we jump into Stone Cold is back.
Reading the book you wrote in 8th grade.
Yeah, I did not write a book in the 8th grade.
I did.
I did write a book. Well, I started a book called Selftronics. I was sitting on the beach, and that's another story for another day. But, oh no, I got the hiccups. Hold on.
Nice, dude.
Gross, Chad. Good way to cure the hiccups. Drink a lot of water. Okay. Here we are. It's the Stone Cold Steve Austin reads Will Sasso's childhood novel, which is called Sword Lords.
You might not have written that. That sounds like something you would.
Sword Lords.
Great.
All right, here we go.
I can't wait.
Chapter 1, The Journey Chooses You. There comes a time in every boy's life when he's got to become a man. For a young, unusually strong, fantastically handsome, and incredibly funny potato farmer living in the mythical realm of Ladneria, that time was coming sooner than he knew. Of course, my hometown is called Ladner.
Sure.
There is some potato
You were
farming.
a potato farmer.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Oh boy. Wiltharian Sassothel woke with a spring in his step, snatching a few pastries from his mother's pastry barrel on his way to train with the blade. He knew he would need the extra energy because this was the last day to train before the annual Ladneria Sword Lord Challenge. Wiltharian celebrated his 14th birthday this year, which meant he was eligible to compete for the title of Ladneria Grand Sword Lord. And if he could claim the title, then all of his dreams would come true. And he had a lot of fucking dreams. He doesn't say fuck. It's a really beautifully written novel, if I may say. I'm very proud of myself for the work that I did. Wiltharian dreamt about buying a castle for his family. Wiltharian dreamt about buying his favorite restaurant. Wiltharian dreamt about riding 2 horses at the same time, standing up with 1 foot on each of the horses' heads. Wiltharian dreamt about a magic sword buried deep in the heart of a mountain that made its wielder invincible. And perhaps most of all, Wiltharian dreamt about the kiss of a girl named Rachel Crustacean.
Oh,
she's back, Rachel Crustacean.
Interesting.
Good morrow, Rachel, he said, as he met her at sword practice. Good morrow, Will, she said, with a prescient smile as though she knew what he was going to say next. Do you have a partner for training today? He asked nervously. No, Will, I do not have a partner, she said, doing her best robot impression. Wiltharian laughed a hearty and deep laugh. The bass in his laugh made it hard to believe he was only 14 cycles old. Rachel, he said, it would be my honor to train you on this last day of training days before the Ladneria Sword Lord Challenge. She answered him with a sly smile and a flash of steel. And just like that, Rachel Crustacean was reminding Wiltharian why they called her the fastest blade in the 8th grade. Oh, hell yeah! A thrust, a cut, a swing, a swipe, a slash, a feint, a lunge. Feint? What is that? A feint?
Feint, yeah.
Are
It's
these
a sword move.
Okay, well, take it from, Dungeons and Dragons over here. Rachel Crustacean wielded a sharp piece of ironwood steel named Quicksilver as she unleashed a whirlwind of endless attacks. Will Therion looked down to his massive two-handed monster of a sword made from ash steel brought back by his father from the war on Kirkland Island. His father could have sold the ash steel and it would have fetched a pretty penny, but instead he had it made into a sword for his favorite son, Will Therion. Its name was The Undertaker. Will Therion. Oh, shit. Will Therion raised the Undertaker proudly and deflected Rachel's attacks. You'll have to do better than that if you want to be the Grand Sword Lord of Ladneria tomorrow, he said. Rachel laughed and said, you ain't seen nothing yet. She backed up, crouched down, put her sword in her other hand, but just as she was about to leap back in action, a slender fellow with an admittedly good head of hair, shaped in between the two combatants, raised his own sword and said, is it too late to join the party? Jibber Prevalia was it's Jibber.
Yeah.
Jibber's back. Oh. Jibber Prevalia was the son of the mayor of Ladneria, and he was also Will Therion's best friend. Jibber, get your ass out of the way, Will Therion said, with enough bass in his voice to shake nearby windows. You're messing up our training. You really think training one more time before the Sword Lord Challenge is going to make a difference? Asked Jibber. If anything, it's probably going to be a bad idea because you'll be sore tomorrow. Jibber's logic made sense. Well, what do we do instead? Rachel asked. Jibber raised his eyebrow and simply said, pool party. After the pool party, the summer air was warm and pleasant. The evening birds were just starting to sing the first notes of their night songs in their gently swaying peach trees. Will Therion was walking Rachel Crustacean back to her house. The nights weren't safe anymore. Wolfini attacks were up. He knew she was good with her blade, but if a big Wolfini wanted to turn her into dinner, she wouldn't be able to handle it alone. No one would. As they walked, Rachel looked up at the stars, just starting to twinkle as she said, I hope it's me and you in the finals tomorrow. But why do you want to get your ass kicked? Will Therion joked. Ha ha, said Rachel. She loved his humor. Everyone did. Oh, yeah, fucking here we go. He was the funniest guy in Ladneria. Harkening back to the funniest guy in it's very interesting. She continued. He was the funniest guy in Ladneria. She continued, I want it to be us because we've been training together since we were 5 cycles old. We've known each other's moves inside and out. We're each other's greatest challenge. I guess I never thought of it like that, he admitted. Wouldn't it be great for each of us to have the best duel of our lives against each other for the title? I just can't think of anything better, she said, unaware of the words screaming through Will Therion's mind. The words he would never say out loud. Kissing you would be better. He has quite a crush.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next morning, Will Therion, Rachel Crustacean, and Jibber Prevalia met at the Sword Lord Challenge registration booth, each with their swords. Jibber held his blade aloft. It sparked in the sun with blinding power. The pommel was a giant diamond, and the hilt was covered in diamonds of various sizes and shapes. The handle was also diamonds, and even the blade had some diamonds in it. It was called Edge. And it had been passed down through generations of Ladnerian mares. We got Undertaker and Edge. All right, Jibber said, I got to enter this thing to make my dad happy, but I'm going to lose my first match on purpose, then head home to start throwing a pool party. You're both invited once you get knocked off the challenge. Will Theon was just about to protest the idea that he would possibly lose with his magnificent and deep voice full of bass when another sound pierced the air. A shriek so terrible the children started crying. Then another shriek so foul it scared the animals. Then another shriek so horrific it woke the drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Will Theon, Jibber, and Rachel all turned to see what could be causing such a horrid sound, and then they saw it. A Wolfini in the middle of the day. And it wasn't alone.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Holy fuck.
Thank you.
Bit of a
Moving
cliffhanger
on.
there.
Yeah, Stone Cold reads Will Sasso's childhood novel.
That's a good novel, dude.
I'm glad I wrote it in the 8th grade in junior high
Yeah.
in Ladner. Oh, man. Anyway.